Hey guys, it's Brad and my much better half, Oli.
Ciao.
I know you guys all think that she must be legally blind. Sorry. Anyway, so we're in Montepulciano, and it's a winter's day. It's January. There shouldn't be anybody here, but as you can see, there's all kinds of people here. Even people like Nico. Come vai?
Nico.
Tutto bene?
Tutto bene.
Who barely qualify as people. I was joking in another video that those guys will be open even after Armageddon. They never close. Anyway, so we've been talking about cost and price and why Montepulciano is so expensive versus other places, and this is part of the reason. It's a January day and everybody is coming to town. But today I wanted to show you guys, when I talk in my videos about places near Montepulciano that aren't Montepulciano, what those places are like. So I thought we'd go to Acquaviva,
Okay.
Montepulciano Stazione,
Yeah.
Torrita di Siena,
Oh,
and maybe Abu Dhabi, Yabba Dabba Doo. There's another town, I think it's Abia, Montepulciano, that's only about 6-7 kilometers from here. So we can go to all these places real fast and just show you what it looks like compared to what this looks like. And then you'll understand why places here are 2 and 3 times as much as places like where we're going to go show you. All right. So, and when you, and the whole thing about this is when you're looking at real estate listings online, they will say these other towns that are maybe even 20 kilometers away are Montepulciano, but it's not true. They aren't. So let's go see it and let's go see what we find.
okay. See you soon.
So when we walk through this gate, we're leaving the Centro Storico, the historic center of Montepulciano. This is where they used to have the doors, gates. They'd lock the place up at night. This view is looking pretty much due west, maybe a little bit northwest. And then over on that hilltop over there, that's Montefalonico. And I'm telling you, I think that town is going to blow up next because there's a lot of projects going on. You can see out here, I've told you guys before about hiking and walking here. I loved it so much I actually hurt my foot doing it because I became addicted to it. It's so beautiful. But anyway, this is what your goal is. Okay guys, so we've left the Centro Storico. We're still technically right in Montepulciano, but this is the newer area. Most of this was built, I just want to comment really fast, that's the old hospital. I recently showed, and I'll put a little snippet of it here, the new hospital. But this was the old hospital. The new one is probably 5 or 6 times as big and modern. It was just finished a couple years ago. Most of the stuff out here was built sometime between the 60s to the 80s. There was a huge building boom and economic boom in Italy around the 70s and 80s. And then things kind of slowed up again. But if you look at all these places, that's mainly when they were built. This, by the way, is one of the houses that Oli really wants. I'd just like to say here, babe, what a glorious day this is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, it's 15 degrees centigrade, so that's about 60, which scares the crap out of me. Really does. I'm just so worried about what's coming next year. This is an agricultural area. We need to make wine to be the wine center of Italy. So I can't believe how many of these big cranes there are remodeling all these large homes. I see so many. I was actually taking photos this morning. Here's another project. Anywhere you see the orange security fencing, there's a property getting renovated. This place is really blowing up. So guys, we're coming into Aquaviva, and nice little town. Not a lot here. Slow down just a hair, babe. Just to keep going. Oh, there it is. I'm going to go right over you. This house was for sale for years. For years I saw it online. Somebody's bought it and they're doing a big renovation on it. It was listed for $450,000. It was 4,500 square feet, 400 square meters. But so this is the town. This is Aquaviva, Montepulciano. Montepulciano is not only a city, it's what we call a comune. And that's not quite a county, but it's a civic area that's all controlled by probably like the biggest town in the area. So not a lot open here right now, but this town is pretty active. There's always a lot of people here between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. because all the stores close for the traditional siesta in this town. In this town, you could find an apartment for 60, 80, 90,000, and I assume that I am dropping some different places inside this video. And that's the end of Aquaviva. So guys, we're leaving Aquaviva, and you can see there's a lot of places around here. I'm guessing these are 60s, 70s apartment buildings as well. There actually might even be some single family homes. They're not old by any stretch of the imagination. So that was Aquaviva, and now we're heading down to Stazione, Montepulciano. And there is actually a train station there. Here's a place for you right here. And look, it's going to be getting done. So that's the end of Aquaviva. And in about 3 kilometers, we'll be down in Montepulciano Stazione. Okay, guys, now we're coming into Montepulciano Stazione or Stazione Montepulciano. I've actually seen it both ways. And it's an okay town. I mean, these houses are all clean and tidy, and I'm pretty sure you won't find anything in this town that's derelict inside the town proper. But they have a lot more like businesses here, industrial type stuff, light industry. There's a solar shop. And now we're getting right downtown, and the town's namesake is straight ahead of us. That's the train station, and from that station you can get connecting trains to go to Florence or Rome, but that's the train station. And then this is like the central business district. And I assume I have been putting up some different things that are for sale here, so you can have a price idea. It's a bread shop, a pizzeria, Bank Dema, that's who I can vouch for. They're a good bank. So guys, our last city today is Torrita di Siena. And it actually has a nice little old town. It's up on the hill. We'll have a better view of it in just a second. We're about 8 minutes from Montepulciano. This town is a little more commercial. It's not touristy at all. And that's the old town right up there. And even really close into the town, you can see it's all just surrounded by farmland. Not only do we have wine being made here and olive groves, but there's also a lot of hay, corn, wheat, rapeseed, all sorts of stuff is grown in this area. What do you guys think of this house? Check this out. This house has been for sale for years, and they were asking $1 million. It's gigantic. Don't tell anybody, but I jumped the wall. Look at this place, guys. So what I've heard from locals is they lowered the price on this now down to 450,000 euros. Anyway, I thought this was worth a stop and a look at it. Pretty cool, pretty crazy looking place. So we're just outside the Centro Storico, the historic center of Torrita di Siena, which is a town that has lots of inexpensive stuff. This, Bailey, is probably the best meat market I've ever been to. It is fabulous. And you have all sorts of different stuff here. Fruit and vegetable store, self-service laundry, Bele, which supplies a lot of the restaurants in the area. But we're going here. Hey, Oli.
Hello.
We're going inside the Centro Storico. So excuse us for breathing hard, but all these towns are super steep. And we're working our way up into Torrita di Siena. So you can see the difference between here and where we live, Montepulciano. A vibrant town where everything's full, blah, blah, blah. That's why an apartment there is $200,000. And places here are like this. Let's see what's up here. Now, that's a pretty nice looking cafe. And it's a very clean town. No graffiti. Cafes closed today. Monday, a lot of them close. So this is your trade-off, guys. Do you want the 60,000 euro apartment that's here, where there's one cafe, albeit in a cute town, or do you want to be someplace like Montepulciano, and that's why you're paying 250,000 euros for a similar size apartment, because people really want to visit and be there, there's things to do, etc., etc. This is like a bedroom community. Now there's tons of stuff around here. There's an outlet mall that's 10 minutes away. There's shopping, there's all kinds of big grocery stores. We're about 10 minutes away from the on-ramp to the A1, which is the main north-south freeway in Italy. But I want you guys to have a really good feel of what's here. It's 2 o'clock. But you know, I had so many comments about that's crazy in that town. For 60,000, you should be able to buy a place there. Well, you can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Can here though, all day long.
Yeah.
Would you want to live in this town?
No.
Yeah. It's a little too quiet for me.
Me too.
It's pretty though. You know, and a lot of people want quiet.
True.
I'm not one of them, but a lot of people would think this is cool. And you got your cafe around here around the corner. Some days when it's open, it's I gotta say, it's well kept,
Yeah.
no doubt. Or maybe there's just nobody to mess it up. And you have your cafe, and then down the street you have your meat market, and there's city buses here. You could, in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, be to any kind of shop that you want. So, all right, guys, we're going back to the farm. You've seen the little town. You've seen what it's like walking around. You've seen some listings that are here. So let's go finish this thing up at my olive farm. See you in a second. Hey guys, well, I'm back on my olive farm where we live, the house that we're renting for 700 euros a month, a real godsend. Rents have even been going up here too. So we feel real fortunate to be in here. So that's kind of the state of things here. You know, you are in the Centro Storico of Montepulciano and you leave it and things drop by half. You go 10 kilometers away, depending on what town you go to, they might be down by another 30 or 40% for buying places. I think this would translate pretty much to most major cities in Italy. So if you're in Lucca, in the Centro Storico of Lucca, where all the tourists want to be, a 3-bedroom nice apartment might be 600,000 euros. If you go right outside the wall, it might be 250. And if you go to a small town that's 20, 25 minutes away, it might be a little less yet. So location, location, location. We've been talking a lot about it. I hope you liked all the different little videos of properties that I put in here that show what things are around here. The boys are with me now. So be careful when you're looking around. I think it gives people a false impression when real estate agents put, for example, Montepulciano, here's an apartment, it's only 70,000 euros. When everyone's thinking Montepulciano, the historic center of the big town, they're not thinking of Aquaviva Montepulciano, which is it's a whole different town. It's 15 minutes away. So just be careful when you're looking at real estate listings, because it is kind of the Wild West here. The way that things are done here is very different maybe than wherever you are now. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, go to my website, bradsworld.it. There's a little form on there. Feel free to ask me any question. I'll try to answer it. If you need help looking at a property, you can't be here to see it, or you want a professional second opinion, I've done a lot of renovations already here in Italy. I did a whole lot in the United States. I'm more than happy to help you. And if you need a good agent, let me know. Around here in Montepulciano, that'd be Marta, my excellent agent. And if you are planning to come this way, look at TuscanPalace.com. We have really nice apartments that rent anywhere from just over 100 euros a night up to something that fits 10 people and goes anywhere from 500 to 800 euros a night. So we look forward to seeing you guys around here. Thanks a lot for watching, boys. Kona has to wear his little don't lick collar. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. Bye.